here now, David Avella, GOPAC chairman, which is directly involved in supporting the Youngkin campaign, and they've worked in hundreds of races in Virginia over the last 2 decades. David, great to see you. The 2 big issues in Virginia, the economy and education. Voters have been very outspoken on both sides. What are you seeing that's different this time around?
Well, this time you see it on the side of this bus. It says Teachers for Youngkin. And this has all happened because Terry McAuliffe gave Glenn Youngkin the opening with his bizarre statement that parents shouldn't be involved in their children's education, shouldn't tell school boards what they should be doing. And that really started the momentum going towards Glenn Youngkin as independents started in much bigger numbers saying they were going to support Glenn. Republicans were already fired up, and then you add the fact that President Biden and congressional Democrats haven't delivered for what progressives want, and you see progressives and Democrats not nearly as enthusiastic as Republicans. In fact, there's about a 15-point enthusiasm gap between Democrats who say they want to vote versus Republicans who say they want to vote, which has it all lined up, Jackie, for a big night for Republicans. Very well here we could win governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and a majority in the state house. It's
really interesting because on the issue of education, it's sort of boiling down to critical race theory. And I was watching my colleague Martha McCallum on the news channel earlier. She had a McAuliffe supporter who interjected at the end of her interview, and she essentially said, I just want to be clear about critical race theory. She said, I just want people to know that we're teaching our children history. And Martha rightly responded and said, well, there are differing views on how that history should be taught and the lens through which it should be taught. And that really is the issue here. A lot of parents in Virginia have spoken up and said, you know, teach the kids, but teach them what happened and don't make them feel bad about it.
It goes to also what parents want is their children taught the essentials, reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's the foundation for them to be able to go on and get a job in a tough market that allow them ultimately to prosper and start their own lives. And when you have so much of this other outside forces trying to skew the agenda a different way, that's what gets parents fired up. That's why you see parents out at school board meetings expressing their concerns for what these school boards are doing. And it's why you've seen so much momentum coming to Republicans. And while we're certainly focused here in Virginia today, it is the election results across the country today that's going to build a momentum for Republicans going into the 2022 elections that very well could lead to majorities in the U.S. Senate and House. And this is the next step towards that. Big nights here in Virginia and elsewhere.
The big concern also from parents right now is essentially that the Department of Justice might be trying to muzzle them by saying, if you speak up at these meetings, we're essentially going to call you a terrorist, so you better not do it. And a lot of people have a problem with that, too. In the final moment that I have with you, David, I want to talk about those who voted early. Connell brought that up, about 20%. Look, we saw an election night where things were going one way, and then all of a sudden, when in-person voting ended and the early votes started to be counted, the picture was skewed. Your thoughts on that in this race?
Certainly, early voting has always favored the Democrats here in Virginia. What we're seeing, though, is the turnout numbers are not nearly as high for Democrats. Now, you contrast that with Glenn Youngkin, who is going to overwhelmingly win today's vote of who votes on Election Day. Polls suggest well over 2/3 of voters who cast their vote today are going to vote for Youngkin. It's going to make for a close election tonight. Certainly Youngkin has the momentum to win. Here's two things to look at tonight, Jackie. One, Tanya Gould down in Virginia Beach. If she wins, it's a district that Republicans have held. Democrats have held the last 4 years in the most competitive part of the state. She wins, it's going to be double-digit victories for Republicans in the state house and then the statewide. And then also look at Staunton, Virginia. In the last 9 elections, not only have voters in Staunton picked the winner of the statewide elections, but they've also done the margin of victory and the percent that all the candidates get. Staunton, Virginia, and Tanya Gould will be big indicators tonight.
We will be watching very closely, and obviously those who live in Virginia, they've got a big voice here. They're going to be sending a big message as well. David Avella, thank you so much.